I have a plan. Monsieur! I can walk!
I cannot, in good conscience, recommend the game War Thunder. It is a game that, as of writing this script, has sucked out around 600 hours from me in over 3 months. It also got me into Girls in Panzer, but that's a secondary sin. I can't call the game addicting in the traditional sense. It certainly isn't a League or Valorant in the sense of their ability to induce the delusional state of, just one more game, guys, we'll win it big this time. Because unlike League or Valorant, eating shit even casually can partially set back your progress thanks to the enlightened repair cost system implemented in-game. If you're shit and die without doing much, you lose currency. So in a sense, you're disincentivized to keep playing if you're on a losing streak. There's also the looming issue barring War Thunder from achieving League status in that this is not really an e-dating game. The most you're going to get out of this e-dating-wise is some twink who's really into military vehicles and probably has a racism problem. So, why am I, a straight Asian male, the target demographic for games like League or Valorant, playing this game about planes and tanks instead of going on the Yone grind? To be blunt, I am also partially the target audience for this game as well, as I've been a casual enjoyer of military vehicles and other such things. I've played nerd-ass shit such as Wargame Red Dragon, a realistic Cold War RTS that allows you to LARP as your favorite kinds of Cold War generals. It's no Hearts of Iron, but I doubt the average person would see a bunch of labels on a map as something engaging. So while I'm not some freak who wants to stick at his dick in an F-35 like some strange people, I'm already a military nerd enough to be caught by this game's first trap. Its simulation of the most famous and deployed combat vehicles in the 20th and 21st centuries. What makes this game better than its closest competitor in vehicular combat is that there aren't any health bars for your war machine of choice. If you die, it's because your tank is inoperable by the means of the crew dying in one way or another. And because this game simulates things like performance and armor extremely accurately until you hit the modern brick wall of document leaks, because this game simulates these military vehicles decently accurately, I can confidently say that this game rewards knowledge of one's enemy and oneself like no other game. In another game, you'd know an enemy player's kit and some stats like health and resistances, and in a MOBA like League, you'd have to adapt to their build. But in War Thunder, you're learning the real weaknesses and performance issues of a tank or a plane and their armament. Instead of knowing this guy has a 10% resistance to fizz damage or something and skills based on basic attacks, you learn that a KV-1 has a weak spot right here, in the front, for your particular ammo in this particular tank, or you die trying. Much like how you need to dismember Necromorphs in Dead Space, in War Thunder your enemy is precisely the sum of their parts and their crew. Parts that can be shot to bits or blown up. This means that nuggetizing your enemies is preferable if you can't one-shot them, and it is a valid strategy to commit track and barrel torture upon them. And I won't even touch planes, where things like thrust, wing design, ballistics of weapons, and missile performance forces you to learn real-life air combat tactics in order to survive, of which I am completely unqualified to explain as I am a missile-slinging monkey who only knows how to manage his speed just so he can shove a missile up the ass of some poor sap. And if you've been an attentive viewer, you may have noticed a secondary draw of the game. War Thunder is pretty nice in that it allows you to download and run any kind of client-side skin for your ship, allowing me to have a Bochi plane or a Kyoko tank. If you're real dedicated to your waifus or husbandos, voice mods are free and TOS compliant, meaning that you can have Kasoku Band congratulating you on sending someone to space. But enough glazing. I said at the start that I can't recommend it, and I have to elaborate why. Like damn near every free-to-play game out there, this game is out for your money. Repair costs are only a drop in the ocean of monetization/bullshittery that this game throws at you to make you spend your hard-earned cash on it. For example, if you rage quit after dying some bullshit way, your vehicles are locked, and if you queue again, the vehicles you didn't use before leaving can't be used for the upcoming match. Did you think that your newly unlocked tank was pretty powerful? Fuck you, you're getting up-tiered, which means that there are people with a technologically superior version of your vehicle kicking your ass. Want to progress faster past these pain points? Pay up for premium time, which doubles your research gain needed to unlock tanks and boosts the SL gain need to buy those tanks, while ensuring that you can never lose out on currency should you die normally. Or you could buy a premium vehicle, which can go up to $75 fucking dollars, Or even better, buy both a premium vehicle and premium time to quadruple your speed of progression. Where gacha games Harvest is via their gambling. This game Harvest is via the sheer amount of dogshit progression systems that make you pay to make it less painful. Hence why I can call War Thunder a game that is almost fun. So that's War Thunder, a game that I can't recommend, but am Stockholm Syndrome to regardless, as I'm too far in to quit now. It is a game of all time, and it appeals to a niche subsection of the internet that probably overlaps with the hit animes Girls und Panzer, High School Fleet, and Strike Witches. If you do want to try out the game and sign your soul away to the devil, sign up Bonus Max for free premium time so you can progress faster than a snail's pace. And like every other MMO, know when to stop, because to quote Reggie, if a game isn't fun, why play?